What's your view of that incident between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen?
Well, I think that ultimately it's a racing accident. I think Max earned to be given a bit more space into turn two. But yeah, the contact between the two cars, that's enormously frustrating for us. And I think at the end of the day, you probably got to put it down to a racing incident. I'm sure the other party will argue, the other way. So the most important thing is the halo's done its job today. And obviously very disappointed to lose a car from the race, but thankfully nobody was hurt.
Senna, Prost, Hill, Schumacher. Are we now talking Verstappen, Hamilton?
Look, it's a great rivalry. It's intense. It's very, very tight, and there's still a way to go in this championship. So I'm sure there's going to be ups and downs between now and Abu Dhabi.
But with the heat and intensity of that battle, things are getting a little bit toasty between them. Are you going to have a word with your drivers, or are you just going to go and talk quietly to Toto perhaps to see, look, can we get them to calm it down a bit and stop bumping into each other?
I think they're racing for the biggest prize in the sport, so they know what's at stake. So I think that today I think was, as I say, you can argue both sides. I think that Max earned the right to have more space. So yeah, it's a racing incident. It's a track that's incredibly difficult to pass at. So obviously very disappointed to lose a car.
At turn one, what was your perspective on that moment?
I think I would look back at lap 1, turn 4. I would have probably ended it there and not given way. And then we would have had the crash in lap 1 and not lap whatever it was. I think, when you see them turning in there and Max jumping straight over the sausage curb into the curb. I don't want to comment. There will be so many people commenting with their opinions like it did before. So the stewards will make a verdict and I'm going to be okay with the verdict.
Do you plan to have a chat with Christian about this? Because there's there's a lot of friction between your two drivers at the moment.
Yeah, it's clear they're battling for the world championship, and we've seen that in the past when it's so tight that these things can happen.
Now, looking back into the history of the sport, we've seen these great battles like Senna and Prost, Hill and Schumacher. You remember them all very well. Are we going to see more incidents like this as the season goes on, or are you going to tell the drivers to cool it a little bit?
I think the stewards need to tell the drivers to cool, because if we're ending up that one that is behind sees the lap losing and we're in a crash, that's obviously not good. But I think they will have a strong grip on that.